How's it going, Jason?
It's going very well. Very well indeed.
Where are we?
We are at Royal Oaks, or Oaks as I like to call it, Westbourne Green Open Space. This is where it all started, basically. This is where the calisthenics journey started about 6.5 years ago. And yeah.
What have we been on with today?
We've been trying to do some of my old tricks. I'm a little bit heavier than I was last time I was here. Been doing some high bar handstand, a couple of little combos on the parallel bars. But yeah, I'm a little bit rusty. It's been a while since I've trained outside. I've just been literally just on my bars in the gym, which compared to this is nothing. So, but it's good. It's good to be back.
Is it a different type of psych when you're training here?
Aye, like the training outdoors is just like on another level. Like you just feel free. Do you know what I mean? Got your top off. The sun was shining, and especially when there's a lot of people here and there's just like a big atmosphere. Like today, there's barely anybody here, but come down here on a Saturday during the summer, it's absolutely heaving, and everybody's just buzzing. It's just like it's like you get extra energy. It's like you absorb energy off people, and I used to come down here from like 12 o'clock till like 6 o'clock at night on a Saturday, and just be training throughout the day. A couple of little snacks and that, little doobie and that when I was smoking, and it was class. It was amazing. It's one thing I miss about living in London is this park and the calisthenics scene.
Who was kind of the originator for you? Who was the who got you going?
Who got us into it?
Aye.
Jay Small Spartan. I think you met him before, didn't you? I'm sure you did.
At one of the meets.
Aye, small guy, Asian
guy.
guy.
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Got a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Aye, so I met him in Virgin Active Gym. So we both trained there, and I saw him training somebody. And I didn't even know what calisthenics was at the time. And I just spoke to him in the training rooms and asked him if he would train us. Started getting a session every few weeks. And then he invited us down here one weekend. And that was just like, blew me mind, mate. Like, you're seeing the people doing all sorts of the dynamic stuff, planches, like all of this stuff. Like, imagine not knowing what calisthenics is and then getting introduced to it. Like, it was fucking insane. Like, and then I just got completely inspired. I just got better and better. I was practicing every day. I'd come down here once or twice a week, and me level just like increased. Like I always see it when I come down. I used to come down here, even like because there's that many people come down. You'd either learn a new skill or you'd make a new friend every single week. Like it's class. Like the community's unreal. Like it's probably the same like with the climbing and that you do. Like the community's just like, it's class. It's all just people from different walks of life and just all coming together just to turn into little superhumans.
Especially in London, I think, because it's so cosmopolitan. You've got so many different cultures.
Yeah, I've made so much. And I think that's what I loved about it. The community was like the biggest part of it for me.
And we're not in like an affluent area, are we? We're
not
in
really,
kind
no.
of
like council estate, even that.
Council estate, which is always nice.
But it's hellish, mate, and like I say, through the summer, so there'll be tons of people here, but also here and that, mate, just like families and that, and just like people having picnics and just sitting, like just enjoying the whole space. Like it's mint. There's just a proper good vibe going on. They have competitions and that here as well. It'd be like little groups and that just have competitions every now and then. Aye.
You are known as the king of statics.
I'm not like, I wouldn't say that. No, it was
in
Lord.
In my head you are.
No, in your head. No, the Lord of Statics.
The Lord of Statics.
2024 Lord of Statics.
Lord of Statics.
UK Lord of Statics, aye.
Was it always statics for you, or was it something you were attracted to initially?
It was handstands. It was just
okay.
handstands. I wanted to do a handstand and I was just fannying on doing my own thing in the gym. And then when I saw Jay training, I think it was Angela, training her, I thought, he knows what he's doing here. I didn't know, obviously didn't know who he was, but he's like pretty much famous, or like was really famous, and he is pretty much like well known in the scene. So I just spoke to him in the changing rooms, and I just asked if he would coach us, and then it just started from there, really. Like, just.
Did you enjoy the strength building element of it? Because you've always been strong, haven't you? You've always weight trained, and
I've lifted for years, but it was just a different type of strength, and it was like, it's a challenge. Do you know what I mean? And then the thing is with calisthenics, like, you know, once you start to get one thing, it can be an L sit. You know, the thing for me was, it was handstand, but then seeing an L sit, you know what a L sit is? Yeah. L sit to handstand, that transition. Like, I think most people who start calisthenics, they say that and they're like, I want to be able to do that. Once you do that, you're like, fucking hell. Like, I remember doing that the first time I did that, I thought, what the fuck? I thought, what else am I actually capable of if I put my mind to it?
That linking of movements. It's almost yogic, isn't it?
It is, mate. It's like a fucking art form, mate, honestly. And when you just like, when you're practicing and practicing and practicing, and then you get it, and you just like, fucking get in. And it's just like, it's another feeling, mate. Like, other athletes will massively relate to it. Like, when you just try and so, I think that's one of the things with calisthenics is everybody knows how hard it is.
Yeah.
So there's no ego down here. Like, you're helping each other in that, and like, you've got respect for other people. You'll like be cheering your fucking opponent on. Do you know what I mean? Because you know how hard it is, and you know how much work he's put into it.
Yeah.
So it's like, now if somebody beats you, you're like, fucking fair play, do you know what I mean?
There's definitely from watching it and kind of the brief exposure I've had to it, filming it and stuff like, there's definitely an artistic element that's not there in a lot of, say, competitive sport. It's definitely a different type of sport, isn't it?
It is definitely. It is, mate. Like, I think it's just going to grow and grow. Like, it's been around for about 10 years. It's getting more and more popular. And I feel like the sport's just going to grow and grow, and it'll become like more of a normal thing to do.
Yeah.
I think what it needs to do is like take the younger generation, like the younger generation, to get into it, and then it'll like, take off. Because you know how things used to spread at school and that, like how things just, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's like what I think. I think in the next 10 years, like, it'll be a much more well-known thing. There'll be a lot more people doing it. I mean, the kids now who's doing it, it's insane. Like, if I'd have started when I was 10 years old, fucking hell, I can't imagine what I'd be doing.
We don't get this in, obviously we're both from Sunderland, quite a deprived area, I would say anyway, or certainly not a lot going on. We don't really get this, despite it being the kind of the same kind of council estate vibe. You don't really get this community spirit, this kind of people out on the bars, people out and put like just, I don't know, it seems to be as you move south, it's more of a thing, isn't it?
I think, do you know what it is, mate? I think the communities would form around it if it was there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But it's not there. I mean, I don't know any bar parks anywhere. And it's like, if you built them, they'll come. Like, people will start using them, and then it only takes a few people who can actually do some stuff, like me and some other people, and then people who's down at the bars see you doing it, you help them out, show them a few things, and then that's when it lights the spark, and then more people will get into it, and then, you know, it'll just start to build its own little community. You see it all the time on Instagram and that, people will get like gyms, or they'll get like a thingy, and then they start building the community, and then before you know it, they're having little meetups and stuff like that.
There's definitely something, and I think it's something about being down south and this type of culture. There's something free about. I feel the same way with climbing. There's definitely obviously you get people from all different walks of life, but there's definitely a freedom about it. People seeking that kind of, I don't know, it's almost like an escape.
It is, mate. It is. I would say it is a bit of an escape. It's like a bit of a meditation as well. Like, come down to the bars after a hard week at work or something, or even at the end of the day, do you know what I mean? Come down and train, and it's free, mate.
Yeah.
It's the other thing, it's free. Like, anybody, like everybody around here, you've got access to it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I've spoken to people who were in gangs and been in prison, and like, who've literally, this has changed their life around because of getting into calisthenics. Well, you know that charity Steel Warriors?
Yeah.
So they literally go around the UK collecting all the all the knives off of like the police. They melt them down and turn them into calisthenics parks. Like, but I've spoken to people, mate, and they've literally said it's changed their lives. Like, they've been in prison and that, and they've just like found calisthenics and just it's give them a bit of a sense of like purpose, and obviously the community as well. Do you know what I mean? Like here, you everybody around here is just like mint. There's no hassle or anything. There's no never any fights or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's a big thing that people are searching for their community, for their tribe, for their, do you know, back in the day you would be with your tribe. And so like that's maybe why a lot of people get into gangs, because maybe, you know, you're looking for that kind of thingy, but when you're young you get into the wrong crowds and then you end up going down the wrong path, whereas this is give people another kind of sense of direction and another community to get into. Do you know what I mean?
It's like religion, isn't it? Almost.
Literally.
What is next?
What's next? Well, in what time is it? I'll be in 24 hours. I'll be sat in the airport waiting to board a plane to Bali, and I'm just going to go over there, work, train, drink coconuts. But now I'm going to get really, really locked in with me training, trim right down, and like just absolutely smash the training. I can't wait to just be training in the sun, like, and then maybe later this year, I think I'm going to compete again. I think I'm going to compete again.
Any particular comp in mind?
The same one I did before, the UKCO.
Any reason? Just
UKCO? United Kingdom Calisthenics Organisation, aye.
Any particular reason for that one? Is it just because you feel like you've got something invested in it now?
No, it's not that. It's just the people who go. It's a good chance to meet up with everybody, and it's grown as well. So I think last year was the second year. This will be the third year, and it's getting a little bit more popular. And it's just a good excuse to train and that, and who knows, maybe maybe get me claim Lord of the Statics 2026. I've got some work to do though, mate, because I've seen, like, obviously it gets a bit more popular, so there's better better athletes who's going. There's people who I've competed with. I've seen what level they're getting to and that as well. So, like, didn't get us wrong, I'm getting to a good level myself, but and now I've got some work to do.
Twitchy bum time.
Nah, just like it's more motivating, if anything. Do you know what it is? What I need to do is just go, right, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it, and then I'll just come. I remember 2024, that summer, mate. That's the most locked in I've ever been in my life.
Why do you think?
Just I knew, well, I didn't have one thing. I was just in the zone, and then when I decided to compete in those competitions, I only decided to do the North. I won the North, and then I thought, fucking hell, I'm gonna do the. I've obviously went through the UK national one, so I thought, and I just completely locked in. And I think when you've got you've got something, like you've got a competition or something, you just set. Do you know what I mean? Like,
it gives you a focus, doesn't it?
It gives you a focus. There's no question, should I do this or should I do that, or, like, you know, should I slack with me nutrition, or should, like, not slack, but do you know what I mean? Like,
do I bulk?
Should I eat a bit more? Should I eat a bit less? Should I eat more, or should I just do a 16-hour fast a day? It's like, no, you're fucking locked in. You're doing your 22-hour fasts. And you're getting your training done. You're doing the exact sets that you set yourself out to do. You follow your training every single session, every single week. And then the thing is with that is if you do all the work, it's all you can do. And then if you, like, imagine you say, oh, I'm going to compete. And then you say, oh, I'm going to do all this work. And then you slack on it. Then you get into that competition and then you fucking lose. Then you feel like shit, and it's just a disappointment to yourself, I think, because, you know, if you say you're going to do something and do it properly, like, for me, that's it. Like,
which kind of leads us into, you coach.
Pardon?
You coach, don't you?
Aye.
You coach calisthenics. What would your message be to anybody, particularly up our way, because it isn't a well-known thing? Like, if they wanted to get into it,
don't be scared to not get into it, and don't look at, like, what people are doing on Instagram. right? People's doing all this fancy shit on Instagram, right? But you don't see where they started. You don't see the journey that they went through. So like, I'll give you for an instance, like an L-sit, right? I couldn't do one of them when I started. I literally couldn't. I was shaking. Like, I couldn't straighten my legs. And so that's like, you know, it's fairly basic, but you can regress everything. You can use bands, you know, you figure out where you are and you progress from there, and don't think about what anybody else is doing. Just start. And then like in, you know, I mean, it didn't even take me 5 or 6 years. Within 2 years, within a year and a half actually, I was on that big frame doing handstands. So, and the thing is, the time's going to pass anyways. So you might as well you might as well train like a beast and just turn into some little fucking superhuman. Do you know what I mean? And
very good friend of mine says that actually. He says, talk about dieting all the time, and he's like, the time's going to pass anyway. You're going to put food in your mouth, so you might as well make it good food.
Aye, exactly. Definitely. The time is going to pass anyways, and that's the same with even getting into business or anything like that, or something that you want to do. It can be anything. And you're like, oh, I wish I'd do that. Or that's going to take 5 years. So fuck. 5 years are going to pass anyways, and what you're going to be doing the same thing. Or you either focus some time every day or every week on that thing, and in 5 years' time, like, you can be who says that saying? Says if you spend an hour a day on something, within 5 years can become like a national expert at that thing, at learning that subject, whatever it is.
Unreal. And also, if you can't be asked to get into all of the minutiae of calisthenics, you just hire the king of statics for about it.
Aye, if you're up in the northeast and you want a coach, I even coach online as well, but I just reach out to us and I'll be happy to help.
How was that?
Good mate, aye.
Good little